go right back to Jan Crawford. She's had an opportunity to read more of the opinion. And Jan, what do you see?
Scott, we are processing what is in fact this complicated decision, but it appears the Chief Justice has joined with 4 of the court's liberals to uphold the mandate on an entirely different provision that did not get a lot of attention during the argument, ruling that Congress had the power to pass this requirement to require people to pay a penalty if they did not have health insurance under its taxing power.
Jan, thank you very much. Headline of the hour. This is the most important thing that has happened so far. The Supreme Court has upheld the individual mandate, essentially affirming that President Obama's health care law is indeed constitutional, and the Congress did not exceed its authority when it essentially ordered every American to buy health insurance.
The sheets of rain and high winds swept out of the Midwest with little warning and reached the eastern seaboard late Friday, with winds reaching 120 kilometers an hour, toppling trees and tearing down power lines.
Before I knew it, lights were flashing, the sky was lit up, the wind was blowing 80 miles an hour, and waves of rain was coming through.
We shall be set free, let go, and detained no longer, as one who has prayed, requested, and petitioned, and liberty to depart is given by a decisive answer. YEHOWSHUA declares, release the captives, loose his bonds, give him liberty to depart, acquit those accused of a crime, and set them at liberty. Thou art now dismissing with my wish accomplished, and this dismission is at the same time dismission from life. He shall send us away that we may be free. He shall pardon our offenses against him, and we shall depart and return home. He shall loose our bonds, though we were bound with chains as prisoners, we shall be discharged from prison. This is our separation, departure, and fleeing, where part of the whole is taken. We shall be separated immediately, straightway, forthwith, and without delay. We shall be in the Spirit, and immediately I was in the Spirit, and behold, a throne was set in heaven, and one sat on the throne. This shall happen to those who are straight, level, honest, straightforward, upright, true, and sincere, immediately and forthwith. Those who follow the right way, true religion as a rule of life leading to its goal, to salvation, and the right and saving purposes of Yahweh, who is straightforward, upright, and true. We shall lay at Yahweh's feet as the dead laid to rest. And when I saw him, I fell at his feet dead. And he laid his right hand upon me, saying unto me, fear not, I am the first and the last. He shall set us in place, and he shall serve us something to eat and drink. We shall be fixed, established, and set forth, put into a stable position, restored to a proper state, established to the highest level of performance. We shall be set with jewels and given a high value of worth. He shall ordain us with ministerial and priestly authority by virtue of his superior authority, and he shall appoint, furnish, and equip us, assigning us an official position as we kneel down before him. He shall order the wicked be placed in prison, and he will imbue us with his spirit. We are not like Moses, who put a veil over his face to keep the children of Israel from gazing at it while the radiance was fading away. He shall set you within his own authority. YEHOWSHUA declares, behold my servant, whom I have chosen, my beloved, in whom my soul is well pleased. I will put my spirit upon him, and he shall show judgment to the Gentiles. Receive this into your ears. Let it sink into your mind. Lay this thing up in your heart to be remembered and pondered. Conceive it in your heart. Purpose it in your spirit, so that it may be placed or posited for the execution of Yah's purposes. He has deposited in our minds the doctrine concerning reconciliation. You shall bend or bow your knees to kneel before him, and he will put you underneath him, to make you his own, to make you a friend. He has destined you to be appointed to Yahweh's service, to establish and ordain you. You shall be well off, fare well, and prosper. It shall be well with you, because of your right conduct, of acting well, that it may be well, things may turn out well with thee. He shall do you good. You shall receive commendations. Well done. His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of the Lord. You shall flourish, growing luxuriantly in the highest excellence and influence, making dramatic and ostentatious gestures when you undergo your transformation, being superfluously embellished with elaborate ornamentation, becoming more prosperous. YEHOWSHUA declares, ye have revived as to take thought for me. Ye have been allowed to revive, imparted new health, vigor, and spirit, being brought back to life, renewing your mind, returning to validity and effectiveness in an operative condition, resurrected from death. You shall shoot up into the midst of heaven, upwards. For the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne shall feed them, and shall lead them unto living fountains of waters. And Yah shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. And the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Every several gate was of 1 pearl, and the street of the city was pure gold, as it were transparent glass. We shall be renewed, made new, retro, reminiscent of things past, and nostalgic, because we have been homesick, desirous, and longing for Christ. He shall take us up with his hands in order to carry us. He will bear what is burdensome, to sustain, uphold, support, and carry us off. Messiah must take upon himself the condemnation of the judge. He will bear and endure it. YEHOWSHUA declares, I know thy works, and thy labor, and thy patience, and how thou canst not bear them which are evil, and thou hast tried them which say they are apostles, and are not, and hast found them liars. Bear it, that it may be in the presence of Gentiles, by preaching, to carry the knowledge of my name to the Gentiles. Carry Christ on your person, as the womb carrying a fetus, and he shall sustain, uphold, and support you. He will bear away and carry you off. He will take you away and remove you by curing you. He will pilfer, plunder, and steal us away like shoplifting. We shall walk, appearing as supernatural beings, because we have been acquitted, judged free and clear from charge or accusation, pronounced not guilty. We shall go and pass over by walking, leaving suddenly as spirits, moving about in visible form. Then we shall disappear and be stolen, because we have been released from prison. Amen. Shalom.